Alright guys, welcome back. This is Max here. We are following the Formula One tracks as they go along the calendar, and we are in China right now for the Chinese Grand Prix. We've got some cold tires here, and again we're in the Formula Hybrid 2018 by RaceSim Studios version 3. We've got an Oculus headset, as you can tell by moving my head around. Speaking of that, over on the right we've got the RSR live timing. I was able to hit a world record, surprisingly, at 1:39.358. I'm going to see if I can best that time right now, but I imagine there's probably not a lot of people playing this game and using this particular car, and because I just can't imagine me holding world record. But it's great. I hope I can keep it. Let's see if I can better it and go from here. I'll try to talk through as I go along. Alright, so here's where you hit DRS. I'm going to leave this thing on charging while we warm up the tires. Get up in the 8th gear. You kind of want to feather the gas, but you want to be in the 2nd gear at the crest of this apex, because this kind of telescopes into this S shape, which I think is the symbol for the Shang, which is something with something to do with Shanghai. And I should know that because I'm part Chinese. My mother is from Shanghai, so I'll have to find out what that is. Anyhow, this turn you take flat in 7th gear. Downshift a couple gears into 5th, and then get down into 3rd on this double left. And I like to get up in the 6th here and get down into 2nd, add a little bit of gas there to turn the car around. And then it's really important to get a good exit on this turn here, which leads into this really long straightaway. I think it's one of the longest in the Formula One calendar. You got DRS back on back there. Get up in the 8th gear and about the 120 meter board. Heavy braking. Kind of clip that apex just like that. And then come back onto the main straight, DRS back on. We cross the finish line. Alright, so let's see if we can beat my world record time here. Oh, forgot to put it in hot lap mode, darn it. Let's see if we can just do another lap. It's really important to be in hot lap mode at the right time. So we're just going to do another test lap here. Tires are more than warm. DRS on, up in the 8th gear, 120 meter board. Up the 6th, down 2 gears and the 4th, DRS on. Okay, let's make this one the real one. Hot lap mode in. Okay, I did that one pretty well. Clip that apex. Back on the gas. All the way up to 7th. And take it flat. Down 2 gears. One more. Down into 3rd. Clip that apex. Didn't quite hit it. Almost had a little bit of tail spin there. Alright, did that turn pretty well. DRS on, all the way up into 8th gear. Okay, let's make sure we hit this one. Almost lost the car there. I did improve. 138. 961. See if we can better that. Got a little bit of battery left. Okay, telescoping. Squeeze on the gas. Back up through the gears. Up to 7th. Squeeze the gas back onto this long straight. Looks like I had a better exit that time than my previous lap there. So my Ghost is right behind me. We're in the 8th gear. It's important I get this turn just right. Oh, I improved.
Well done, brilliant drive. That's a world record.
138, 684. Let's take a look at what happened on that lap. Whew. I'm actually quite tired. Let's take a look. So what I do is I hit escape again, go back to the pits, and we go over to this graph here. Let's take a look. So since my best time was my last time, it's kind of hard to compare. But let's just take a look at what we did here. Coming up onto that right-hander, we were up in 8th gear, and we were off the gas and on the brake pretty close. We just add a little bit of brake pressure, 29% of brake pressure. If you look down here. And we're down through the gears really quickly. See, we're down to what gear? 2nd gear as we crest that S shape Shang symbol, and then we add a little bit of throttle just to kind of turn the car into that as it transitions from a right hand to a left hand. So that's what turn 2, I believe. And then we're back up through the gears all the way up in the 7th. It looks like G7, and right before we hit that right-hander at turn 3, we are nearly dead on. So we did a pretty good job at getting off the gas and onto the brake nearly instantly. We're applying 80% brake pressure there. And we're down through the gears, down to 2nd gear. as we turn that corner. And then we feather the gas back on right here, really light. You know, we're going from 0% throttle to 60 to 70 to 80, and we just gradually increase. And then we pick up speed as we go into turn 4, which is that long left-hander. And we're up in the 7th gear. And we're taking that flat, as you can see by here. And as we kind of transition over to the right, the 5th, and then as the car straightens out to set us up for the next turn, that left-hander, we're down into 4th gear. And then I typically bring it down into 3rd gear as I clip that left apex on that double left-hander. Just makes the most sense to do. And then we carefully increase the gas pressure back up, and then we're back on full throttle in the 7th gear, or 6th gear. That's right, this is the one that I almost feel like I could take it at 7th because the car seems like it's really straining, but I take it at 6th because it just gives me fewer gears to have to downshift to as I take that really sharp left-hand turn. So we do that, we get down into 2nd gear, and then we add a little bit of gas input to kind of position the car for that right-hand turn coming up, that really long sweeping right-hand turn that takes us right on into that straight. And you can tell here with the gas, I'm trying to be very careful not to oversteer the car and spin the back end out. So, you know, I'm gradually increasing from 0% to 30 to 40 to 50, and then before it gets onto that long straight, I wait until the car is off of that curb, because if you're adding gas while you're on the curb, it's going to throw the car off before I get on the 100% throttle. So you can tell we're getting up to the maximum speed here. The maximum speed at this moment is 198 miles an hour on this, or 199 miles an hour on this car. And then here we are at that at the very end of that long straight, down into 2nd gear, and you know, heavy, you know, off the gas 100%, heavy braking. I think if you look at the braking, 96%, so that's nearly 100% of the braking force, preventing the car from locking up. And then back up through the gears as the car straightens up. and then we go down a couple gears into 4th, so we're up in the 6th. We go down into 4th for that final penultimate corner, and that's when we're back on to 100% throttle and running back up through the gears. I think we only make up to 6th gear before we actually hit the finish line. So that is a lap of Shanghai with some technical analysis here. Hopefully this helps you guys improve your times. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you do enjoy this, please leave a like and please subscribe. Otherwise, give me some comments and let me know what you think I can do better to improve my time. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I got a world record. Please post your times as well. Let me know how you guys did.